Alright, we got some heavy hitters coming this month. You know, the type of, I wish I wasn't still paying off my gaming PC type of heavy hitters. Today we're going to go over 5 games that I personally cannot wait to get my hands on this month. Whether that's, buying them day one or just unapologetically refreshing Metacritic type of titles. Let's jump right into it. Okay, look, whether you love it or hate it, Call of Duty is always going to be one of the biggest releases of the year. This one's developed by Treyarch alongside Raven, and it's officially the 7th entry in the Black Ops series. Now, I'm not someone who gets excited for every single COD release anymore. I say that every year, but then buy it anyway. But this one, it looks kind of good. It's giving me big Black Ops 2 vibes, and honestly, that's all it takes, right? Like, I'm weak. Sue me. Time-wise, this takes place 10 years after the events of Black Ops 2 and 44 years after the events of Black Ops 6. As for gameplay, we're getting wall jumping, grappling hooks, boosted movement, but Tac Sprint has been removed from the base game and it's now an unlockable perk. That's an interesting choice. My main concern though is the campaign. This trailer gives off heavy psychological horror vibes, which could be awesome if they nail it, or super awkward and forced if they don't. Black Ops 6 had that one horror mission at the end of the game that just came out of nowhere and it absolutely ruled because it wasn't forced. But if they try to make a whole campaign like that, it could feel a little pseudo-trippy, if you know what I mean. Still, that trippy theme could lead to some really cool multiplayer maps. That's what I'm excited for. In the trailer, we saw those roads twisting, we saw big knives coming out of the sky and sticking into the ground, like those kind of things. It could really lead to something that we haven't really seen before in a Call of Duty map, so I'm excited for that aspect of it. This one drops November 14th on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, and if you're on Game Pass, it's a day one release. Alright, Zelda fans, it is your turn. We're getting another Hyrule Warriors. Developed by Koei Tecmo, and this one, like the last one, it's kind of like Zelda meets Dynasty Warriors. You know, you're fighting big hordes of people, you're fighting big monsters, you're in a group of 3, you're playing alongside King Rauru and Queen Sonia, and of course Princess Zelda being the main character. And yeah, it looks pretty solid. I'll be honest, I didn't play the last one. I don't own a Switch 2 yet. Kind of still trying to justify it as a business expense, but this looks fun. It looks like some button mashy chaos, some pure action hack and slash that will probably hold you over until the next mainline Zelda game. This one comes out November 6th, exclusive on the Switch 2. So, are you guys still thinking about the Roman Empire? Because Ubisoft is. The next Anno game, Anno 117 Pax Romana, is set during, you guessed it, the Pax Romana, and you play as a Roman governor building up your city from a tiny settlement on an island in an archipelago. It looks great. Now, I'm definitely a casual RTS player, like, the build one farm, get invaded, and then quit levels of casual. But this looks like something special. The aesthetic, the time period, and of course, the city building we come to expect from an Anno game, it's really piqued my interest in a way that I definitely didn't expect from an RTS game. Look, it's not going to reinvent the wheel, but if you're into city builders and you want a clean and reportedly easy to get into for new players type of game, this is definitely one to keep your eye on. It launches November 13th on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Alright, this is the one I'm excited for. This is Where Winds Meet, a fantasy action RPG set in China, and oh my god, it looks incredible. You've got parkour, you've got open world exploration, gorgeous visuals, you have an umbrella sword, you have boss fights that look like they were designed to make me think, are video games really for me? And the best part of all of that, it's free. And I know cue the microtransactions, cue the BS that we don't want to see in a game, but for a free game, if they keep it cosmetic only, I am perfectly fine with that. The open world looks so detailed, so atmospheric, and honestly is probably one of the best looking open worlds I've seen all year. Of course, we're going to have to wait to see if it actually runs that well. You know, with a free-to-play game, there's a lot of caution surrounding that. You know how it goes. Either way, I'm just really curious to see how this one turns out, and I really want to hit someone with an umbrella. This one releases November 14th on PC and PS5. Alright, I'm going to keep this one short because I know 95% of you have already clicked off, but for the 5% of you who froth at the mouth in anticipation of a sexy spreadsheet simulator, it's finally coming. After FM25 was scrapped for not being up to standards, Sports Interactive said they're finally ready to deliver, and the expectations could not be higher. These fans have been stuck with FM24 for way too long, but if this one's good, it's all forgiven, right? The fans just want to see a better looking game engine, you know, some clean UI that we've kind of come to expect, and some new innovation maybe in the Football Manager franchise. For me, I just hope PSG doesn't have scouting networks set up in the 4th tier of Norwegian football. This one releases November 4th on PC, consoles, and mobile if you have a Netflix subscription. So yeah, those are the games I am most excited for this month. Is there anything I missed? Anything you guys are looking forward to? I always love to hear what you guys are playing. Let me know what you guys think of the games I talked about today. And as always, links to everything I talked about will be linked in the bio. And yeah, as always, stay tuned for the newest gaming news, controversies, discussions, and whatever weird chaos happens in gaming next week. And I will catch you in the next one.